My beloved brothers and sisters, you and I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created man from dust. He created man from soil. One might say, well, there is a difference between the two. The reality is these are different stages within the creation of man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to use two components, dust and water. So if you take a careful look at it, it was very possible for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to use gold to create man, or to use silver to create man, or platinum, or anything that today we would consider valuable. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to use dust or soil. And on top of that, when you and I are unclean, we would use water to cleanse ourselves. If there is no water available, we are asked to use dust. It will cleanse you. Similarly, we do know that part of the component of man is water. A lot of what we have in us is actually water. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us understand that He has chosen these two in order to create us for a reason. Similarly, when He created a female, it was His choice. Before I get to that, let me explain to you that there is nothing insulting in being created from dust. Someone says, what were you made from? Now you cannot say gold, you can't say US dollars, you can't say anything else. You have to say dust. That's it. It is not an insult to you that Allah chose to create you from dust. Your value is determined by what you are today and who you are today and now. And when you go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what deeds you are going to take back, that is what your value is determined by. So why did Allah choose to create me from dust? Like I said, many reasons. We were souls at one stage. Before we were given bodies, we were all souls. Allah wanted to test these souls. So He gave you a uniform to say, I have a place. But in order to get there for the examination, you need to wear something known as a body. I'm going to put the soul into that body for a short period of time. Some of the limbs and organs you might lose while you are in that examination, and some of them you may lose towards the end of the exam, knowing that the whole lot you're going to leave behind when you finally return to us. This is why when you and I die, we are taught to bury the body back into the soil and to leave a little gap between the body and where the soil actually goes on top. And the reason is that oxygen that is trapped there is what is used to decompose the body. If there was no oxygen there will be no combustion. There will be no decomposition. So that's one of the reasons why you have to leave a gap of oxygen before you actually put the soil. You cannot put the soil, or it is not correct to put the soil straight onto the body.